Happy Easter. The Texas Senate passed 6 pro-life bills during Holy Week, ranging from a heartbeat bill to a bill that guards against the expansion of chemical abortion drugs.
When I hear a person's beating heart, I just don't hear their heart. I hear their soul speaking, and I listen carefully. As all of you well know by now, I am pro-life, but more than that, I am pro-lifetime, from conception to natural death.
That is Texas State Senator Eddie Lucio, a Catholic and pro-life Democrat who authored the pro-life bill banning the use of medical abortions after the 7th week of pregnancy. Another pro-life bill that passed the state Senate is the heartbeat bill, which would ban abortions after the detection of a fetal heartbeat. The Texas Senate also passed a trigger law which would ban abortion entirely in the state if the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade. Those bills were all part of a wave of a total of 6 pro-life bills passed through the state Senate last week. Abortion is currently legal in Texas through 5 months of pregnancy. Joining us now is that Texas State Senator you saw, Eddie Lucio Jr., a Catholic and pro-life Democrat. Welcome to the show. The Texas State Senate passed your pro-life bill last week. It was one of 6 that passed. Why is it important to you to pass legislation to protect against the expansion of chemical abortion drugs in Texas?
Well, first of all, I oppose abortion, as you well know. I've spent a lifetime, your lifetime, here as a legislator. I've been a legislator for 35 years now in the House and the Senate, most of which have been in the Senate. But I'm a pro-lifetime, actually, type of person, from conception to natural death. And this bill is important, even though I don't support abortion. I do support the fact that the drugs that are administered to induce the abortion should not be mailed to the woman. It should be all precautions should be taken. They should be taken in front of a doctor if they're going to be taken, because the life of the mother obviously is most important to the family as well. So it wasn't hard for me to accept the challenge of taking this, even though I kind of feel badly that we just haven't outlawed abortion at this time.
Do you think the abortion lobby, particularly in Texas, was using the coronavirus pandemic as an excuse to really push for the expansion of abortion drugs on women?
I don't, I think the pandemic caused a lot of problems, but it's not going to stop anybody. If somebody wants to have one, they're going to go to whatever means is necessary. We have to address issues legislatively. If we can address issues legislatively to hold back, abortion from happening, and have an opportunity to counsel the women that are seeking the abortion, but we have a chance to slow the process down. We might have a chance to actually save a lot of lives. And that's what we've done over the years. We have a job to do, and that is to show each other that we love each other, we care for one another. We want to be understanding and caring, but we have a job to save lives. And our job is to make sure that the woman that is seeking the abortion obviously gets the support that she needs in order for her to sustain her own life. And more importantly, to have a chance to get to maybe have her change her mind.
Eddie, you are Catholic. On the Texas Senate floor, you quoted Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio, now Pope Francis, on the life issue. How does your Catholic faith shape your pro-life beliefs?
Well, I look up to the Pope and the Conference of Bishops. I follow their, but I have my own, the one that I grew up with as a child. I'm one of 10 kids. There were actually 9 of us, and my mother and father had such a compassionate heart. They adopted a 4-month-old baby girl that was dying, and she's my sister now. She's 67 years old today, and we love her dearly. So we were shown to and taught to be good neighbors and caring persons that we ought to be in this, and respect humanity. So it's not hard for me to look at the gospel of the day, for me to look at the teachings of our Lord Jesus Christ and try to emulate them or imitate them if I can.
You're also a pro-life Democrat. It seems there are fewer and fewer pro-life Democrats throughout the U.S. Do you feel welcome in your own party with your pro-life views, and explain why you are a pro-life Democrat?
Well, I'm a pro-life Democrat, but more importantly, I'm just a pro-life person. I don't think the pro-life or pro-choice it's a party issue. Pro-life is something that shows that we care about human life, and we respect the sanctity of life. And I am at times by myself, out of the 13 Democrats in the Senate that votes on these issues by myself. But I would work with whoever on both sides of the aisle want to show respect for life, and that's who I am. I certainly feel that everyone should be pro-life.
Absolutely. We only have about a minute left, but I want to bring up this question. When you were running for re-election, Planned Parenthood and other abortion groups targeted you and called you Sucio Lucio, which means dirty Lucio, largely seen to be a racial slur. This is our first time speaking, State Senator, so I'm interested in your thoughts on how Planned Parenthood has attacked you in Texas.
I was disappointed with Planned Parenthood. They're truly an abortion clinic. They had to change their name immediately, and stop fooling people that they plan for parenthood, because they don't. But I also was disappointed with my opponent and those that opposed me for using those kind of slurs. We never did that. We respect people, and we welcome people to our to our way of thinking. But if they don't, that's their choice. God gives us the will to choose. That's the greatest power we have. And I choose that power to do his work. I'm just a messenger.
Eddie Lucio Jr., Texas State Senator, thank you for your time and your leadership.
It's a pleasure. God bless you all. And that we see it brighter tomorrow.
God bless. Joining us now is Jessica Colón, the Texas lobbyist for the Susan B. Anthony list via Skype. Jessica, welcome to the show. You work in Texas and work closely with pro-life lawmakers like State Senator Eddie Lucio. But why does it matter to pro-lifers across America that the Texas State Senate passed this bill to stop the expansion of chemical abortion drugs? Could there be a national repercussion to this?
Only positive repercussions with legislation being passed in any state legislature that brings chemical abortion regulations into state law. Chemical abortion flies under the radar for many, even in the pro-life community. These are pill-induced abortions. These are dangerous drugs. These are drugs that are turning our dorm rooms into the new abortion clinic. They're also called do-it-yourself abortions. These are very dangerous drugs and abortions and girls are enduring them alone. So any law that's passed that brings these chemical abortion regulations into state law, into state statute, is positive for the country.
It's really clearly stated. Thank you. The Texas State Senate passed 6 pro-life bills last week, seen as a great pro-life success. But Jessica, what do you say to critics calling those bills an infringement to health care?
These bills save lives. These bills protect women. Our bill for Susan B. Anthony list, one of our legislative priorities regarding chemical abortion, these regulations that we're looking to bring in are currently at the FDA, and many states don't have them codified in state law. And these regulations help protect women. It's the basics, making sure that a doctor confirms that a woman's pregnant, making sure a woman doesn't have an ectopic pregnancy, making sure that it's a doctor dispensing the drugs to the girl and not a third party. This is safe for women. This protects women and it protects their bodies, but it also saves babies. So abortion is not health care. That's the bottom line. Abortion is not healthcare. And there are healthcare that is offered in many federal programs in many states, in all states throughout the country. But abortion is not healthcare, and these bills protect women and they save lives.
Can you give a brief reaction to the Every Mother Matters Act? I know it requires an expecting mother seeking an abortion to receive counseling beforehand, and they are expected then to connect her with resources like Medicaid, childcare, housing, and more. Why is that important?
Well, this is an option for the woman. It's something that they have now at their disposal. It's something that needs to be offered to girls and to women to let them know what is available should they choose to keep the baby. There are many programs, and there is a lot of aid that is out there for single mothers and for young mothers. And that is what this bill does, is link the information to this young person, to this woman who is going through this pregnancy, and make sure that she has the option to hear about the information that's available for her. You know, so many women tell the story that if they just knew that they'd have some support, that they would have kept their child. And that's what the Emma bill, Every Mother Matters, tries to accomplish.
Great. Jessica, we have just about a minute left, but I'd love to switch to another topic real quick. This week, our EWTN News Nightly White House correspondent Owen Jensen asked White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki what President Joe Biden has to say to Catholic doctors and institutions fearful that the Equality Act, if passed, would trample their conscience rights. Take a listen.
He has a difference of opinion, and he respects their difference of opinion, but he has been a supporter of the Equality Act, and he also is a practicing Catholic and attends church nearly every week.
Jessica, can you give a quick reaction to that? There are legitimate pro-life concerns with the Equality Act.
Absolutely. Look, it's not for me to judge someone else's faith. It's between them and God. I am a practicing Catholic. I follow what the church says about life. It's very clear how the Catholic Church feels about life and stands on life. And I do not agree, as many Catholics don't agree, with many of the positions that President Biden has taken in this early days of his administration on the matters of life. And we find it to be out of sync with the Catholic Church and with our teachings.
We'll have to leave it at that. Jessica Colón, Texas lobbyist for the Susan B. Anthony list. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.